What's your current call? Which way do you see both the presidential election going and critically some of those key Senate races?
You know, the presidential election is competitive, particularly in the battleground states. But as of this moment, advantage Vice President Joe Biden. And that seems to be a growing advantage nationally. Battleground states, though, are really very close. I caution people, however, 4 years ago to this minute, it was advantage Hillary Clinton, and so there's still 8 days to go. The Senate does look like it'll change hands. Democrats need, and it's competitive, but Democrats need a net of 3 or 4 seats, depending on whether Joe Biden wins or not. They could pick up as many as 7 or 8.
Wow. So, John, does that give us like a blue wave, or would that give us like a light blue wave?
That would give us a blue wave. If where we stand right now, we are seeing pre-election a huge blue wave of a massive turnout, 60 million or so. Just by the looks of it and the voter registration of it, it's a huge blue wave. But remember, we are expecting a huge red wave of voters on Election Day. Give you an idea, my latest poll has Joe Biden leading among pre-election voters by 16 points. We're seeing that. But the poll also shows that Donald Trump leads on Election Day, by Election Day voters alone, by 18 points. So, you know, we're still watching this.
You referenced 2016. The models, I'm assuming, have been fixed. Are you worried about the models?
I'm not, personally. Some of them, and they're not daily tracking, so we lost track of them about a week ago. I did detect that some of the major polls had samples that were too highly representative of Democrats and not enough Republicans. That's kind of a problem I've had with this industry right along. And for the record, personally, I am a Democrat. But I've always been bothered by samples that show models that show a 10, 11, 12-point differential between the number of Democrats polled and the number of Republicans polled. One of the best out there that's doing daily tracking is the Investors Business Daily poll, TIP. They get their elections right, and they've got, I think, a more equitable distribution by party identification.
Hey, John, are Trump voters a real thing this year?
I don't know. It's really very hard to tell. We've never had a problem with that before. Shy Obama voters, for example, didn't materialize. When you see 96% as of today, 96% of Republicans saying they're voting for Donald Trump, 93% of Democrats saying they're voting for Joe Biden, who's left?
Final quick question. It's virus at the moment. That certainly seems to be the narrative.
Yeah.
John, is there anything the president can do about that in the closing stages?
I don't believe so. Too late, for to trust the vaccine. There will be more than half that don't trust it. I think what the president can do is watch and wait and see if Biden stumbles. So, in other words, I think at this point it's only something external for Donald Trump, not something that he can produce proactively.